Hi everyone, are you able to see and hear me properly? Please write down on the chat box if you are able to do that. Good evening everyone. Hi Sachetan, hi Anshita, hi Archita, hi Satej, Rohit, Modi ji, hi Parth Lemai, Archita, Shruchi, Harshita, Radhika. Uh, yeah, so hi everyone. This is Aditya Shekhar, your lead mentor for GSL. Today we are here to solve SimCLAT. This is SimCLAT 3 for the IMS students. And for those of you who are not a part of IMS, this is basically an internal mock which we will be solving today. The idea is to show how much time do I spend on each section, what is my approach, and how do I go ahead and deal with the entire mock. Now of course I'm not here to get full marks. I would not be attempting each and every question. I would be targeting to get somewhere around 100, that will be the objective. And I will share my screen straight away so that you can take a look at it. Are you able to see the screen, guys? Please write a yes or no on the chat window. Then we would not be able to solve the questions together because that will take a lot of time. The idea is just to show what exactly I am thinking while solving, right? So that is the objective. We can have other sessions in which we will make you sit and solve. That might entail slightly longer duration. So for instance, if a paper is of 2 hours, the entire solving of paper might consist somewhere around 2.5 3 hours. So we'll plan it, don't you worry about it. But here just stay with me, just see how and what goes on in my mind while solving the paper. That is the objective of this session. All right, so let's look at SimCLAT 3. Are the scores out here? Are the scores of SimCLAT 3 out? All right, so we have 1 hour, 59 minutes, 51 seconds right now. Superb. Aryan, can you tell me what was your score? We don't have much time. Please go ahead and yeah. So anyway, whatever your score is, let's not. The idea is not to compare. The idea is just to see what kind of score will fetch me a rank like that. So AIR 36 is pretty sorted. So that's why I was asking. Anyway, my target is to get somewhere around 100, 105. If that is something which happens, I'll be more than happy. Somewhere, I don't know whether I'll get that or not, but that is the target. ठीक है, चलो let's move ahead. What I'll do is before solving, now usually my approach is to approach GK and quantitative technique at the beginning of the paper, because that entails pretty less amount of time. So I'll simply go ahead and check out what GK consists in this paper. Right, so yeah, for the first time, or this talks about the current appointment of the judges. New judges were introduced. So this is 9, guys, right? Under which article of the Constitution is Supreme Court established? 224, right? ठीक है. Chief Justice of India, S.A. Bobde, N.P. Ramanda, M.P. Shastri, Ranjan Gogoi. What is it, guys? Are you not able to see the paper? Acha, just a second, just a second. I think there's some problem. Just a second. Huh? Yeah, I think there's some problem while sharing. Just a second, I'm sharing it again. Let me know if you can see it. Yes, is it visible now? Is the test visible, guys? Please write down on the chat window. Okay. What it does is it, yeah, just check once if it is visible now. Yeah, yeah. So it was redirecting me to another page, and I was not able to share it because I was sharing the previous screen. So I hope now it is visible. Please say a yes, everyone. We have already exhausted 4 minutes of ours for the GK section. All right. So Chief Justice of India, of course, is N.V. Ramanna, goes without saying. In a historic event, Supreme Court now has how many judges? So 3 have been added, citing the recent appointment which happened, which included 9 Supreme Court judges. And then there was Indira Banerjee, who was still a Supreme Court judge. So that takes the total number of women Supreme Court judges to 4, right? Which of the following is considered to be the first of the infamous 3 judges cases? So this is SP Gupta, which happened back in 1984, right? There were 3 cases. SP Gupta, then there was Supreme Court Advocate on Record Association case, and then there was In Re Special Reference case, 1998. So first case was SP Gupta. So therefore, option is that. All right. Now, interestingly, guys, I didn't see any of the passages here because I already read the news somewhere. So GK में unnecessarily passage delving में I do not go because that takes a lot of my time. Right. What is the suitable replacement for one? Let me see what one is. Pulled up settlement of teams under dash and suggested to take technology driven. This I don't know. So I'll just skip. Okay. I have absolutely no clue whether which yojana is this. Who is the current minister of agriculture and family farmers welfare? So this is Narendra Singh Tomar. S. Jaishankar is the foreign minister. Rajnath Singh is the internal minister. Bhupendra Singh Yadav, of course, is not the agriculture and farmer welfare minister. Parliamentary committee draw their powers from. Okay, 105 and 121. This I think it will be 105 and 121. 105 I'm sure. 121, 118 I'm not sure. 123 is promulgation of ordinances. It could be either C or D. Let's take a guess. I have taken D. Let's see whether it's correct or not. Dash is heading the committee. Okay. So this is the Parliamentary Standing Committee of Agriculture, and I have absolutely no clue who's heading this. So I'll just skip it. What are the monsoons or autumn seasons crop known as? So these are Kharif, of course. In India, the dash is apex body that allows for commercial release of genetically modified crops, right? So it can't be Indian Food Safety Authority. It can't be Biotechnology and Biological Sciences Research Council. Between A and D, what do you think the option should be, guys? Help me out here. Between A and D, what do you think should be the answer? Genetic Engineering Appraisal Committee or Department of Agriculture Cooperation and Farmers Welfare, which is the apex body that allows for commercial release of genetically modified crops. What do you think should be the answer here, guys? Yes, Shubh, I also think it should be D. Khushi, yeah, right. I think it should be D. Correct. So I'll go with D. Okay. Dash is the authorized body to regulate the imported crops in India. Regulate the imported crops. FAO, of course, is not an Indian body. Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Food Safety and Standard Authority of India. Ministry would not do anything related to crops, especially if it is environment, forest and climate change. It could be the FSSAI or the ICAR. ICAR, of course, is a research oriented body, so it will be FSSAI. First GM crop, BT cotton, brinjal, corn or beans? Yes, guys, what do you think should be the answer here? Two very famous company back in 2001 were involved in bringing this, and now I think in 2014 also, 2014, 2016, India was the largest producer of genetically modified cotton. So the answer is BT cotton. First was the question, guys. Which legislation controls genetically modified crops in India? Uh, 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 Environment Response Compensation and Liability Act, Environment Protection Act. Yes, I think it should be Environment Protection Act, if I'm not mistaken. BT Brinjal. Yes, ये तो काफी ज़्यादा फेमस क्वेश्चन था. जब बीटी इंट्रोड्यूस हुआ तो सबको ये पूछते हैं, व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय बीटी? कम ऑन गाइस. यस, व्हाट डू यू थिंक शुड बी द आंसर? बीटी ब्रिंजल में बीटी क्या है? व्हाट इज बीटी? एक बीटी तो अक्सर जो अपन लेते हैं वो है, बट ये वाला बीटी क्या है? राइट, दिस इज बैसिलस thuringiensis. Right, that's correct. Let's move ahead. Who is the current Minister of Labour and Employment and Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change? Arjun Munda, Narendra Singh Tomar, Nitin Gadkari, Bhupender Yadav. So, of course, Prakash Javadekar was the Environment, Forest and Climate Change. to be changed to Bhupendra Yadav. So this portfolio is being held by Mr. Bhupendra Yadav. All the other people are also cabinet ministers. So Arjun Munda is was the chief minister of Jharkhand, and now he's a cabinet minister. Narendra Singh Tomar, we just saw attempted that question. Nitin Gadkari, of course, remains to be the highway national highway minister. So yeah, four more wetlands from India get recognition, blah, 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 blah. Okay. What is one? So, what is one here? Let's see what one is. So, this I think will be one. So, it gets recognition from which convention is what the question is asking. So, is it Ramsar Convention, Stockholm, Bonn, Vienna? So, even a person who can take an informed guess can be easily answering this question. What do you think should be the answer? It specifically relates to India. So it has to be something related to India, guys. Right? Yeah, all of them are foreign conventions related to, of course, environment. But a safe bet, a safe informed option is that. How many sites do we have? What are the sites talking about? So these are, uh, okay, so these are wetland sites. Okay, so this I have no clue about. I'll just skip it because I'm pretty sure numbers में मेरा हमेशा गलत ही होता है. Under which of the following dash is protected under which of the following three? Three is where, guys? Three. Yeah. Dash provide a wide range of important resources and ecosystem services such as food, water, fiber, groundwater recharge, water purification, flood moderation, erosion control, and climate regulation. Right. So would it be forest? Groundwater recharge, water purification can't be mangrove coral. It has to be wetlands. Dash comes under the central government. So where does it come? Environment, forest and climate change, Jal Shakti, new and renewable energy. Where does it come? It has to be environment, forest and climate change. No doubts there. Which of the following is responsible for the supervision of working of Patent Act, Patent Designs and Trademark Act? Right. So from the preconceived knowledge which I have related to patent, this is Controller General, right? He is the body, or rather the person who is responsible for supervising everything related to IP in the country. Chalo, what is DPIIT under the Ministry of Commerce and Trade? DPIIT, Department of Property for Intellectual and Internal Trade, Industry and Intellectual Trade. Industrial Policy and Promotion is the correct answer here, if I'm not mistaken. Guys, what do you think should be the answer here? Industrial policy and promotion or industry and intellectual trade? Yeah, DPIIT. Yeah, दोनों में से कोई एक होगा. Intellectual property and trade is from what the passage suggests me. So logically speaking, I should be choosing B. But I really don't know. So what I'll do is I'll clear the response. I'll move to the next question. Minister of Trade and Commerce. Yes, easy peasy. This is Piyush Goyal. Right? Global Innovation Index. India was ranked. Yes, guys, we did this in one of our lectures as well. What do you think should be the answer? 48, 49th, 116, 52nd. Right. Absolutely correct. All right. Dash is an initiative by the government of India for generation of employment and wealth creation. So between Make in India and startup, it is startup. How much time do I have? I've already spent 15 minutes. That is just too much. Current Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, nodal agency of DPCC. Okay. Yeah. DPCC, it's Delhi Pollution Containment, no, Delhi Pollution Control Committee. Yep. All right. Dash is the statutory body under the Environment, Forest and Climate Change, which serves as a field formation and also services, technical services, provision of Environment Protection Act. This I have no clue. Was established under Dash. Where is 333? Former additional director, CPCB. Okay, CPCB was established under which act? This also I have very little clue about. Air quality index, measuring air pollution, mainly sulfur content in air, measuring ozone levels in your area, checks color of air and sound pollution. Between B and C, what do you think should be the answer, guys? As we have already spent 16 minutes, I will go with sulfur content, ozone levels in your area. It could be between B and C. I am just taking a guess. First ever Dash was celebrated on 31st August, International Day for People of African Ascent, International Day for African Descent Individuals. ये तो कुछ भी लिखा हुआ है. International Day for African Descent for People of African Descent. ये grammatically मैं choose कर रहा हूँ option. Who is currently Secretary General of United Nations? Antonio Guterres. When was the United Nations established? 24th October 1945. Became the 76th President of General Assembly. The current president, of course, is Abdullah Shahid. Which of the following is correct? Okay. United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Organization. Okay. इसमें और इसमें अंतर दिख रहा है क्या कुछ? कल्चरल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, तो बी होगा इसका आंसर, इफ आई एम नॉट मिस्टेकन, है ना? यूनाइटेड नेशंस एजुकेशन, साइंटिफिक एंड कल्चरल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. कल्चर तो नहीं होता है या? ठीक है, चलो. ओ माय गॉड, थैंक गॉड. अभी हो जाता गड़बड़. चलो, let's move. Now I'm done with GK. So I'm done. I've taken some extra time. I don't know why I took it, but I think I've done fairly well. I don't know, but 25-26 तो सही होंगे definitely. ठीक है. Now I'll go to quantitative techniques. ठीक है. So I'll just look at the questions here. पहले, these are percentage questions. Okay. Okay. ठीक है. विभूति नारायण वाला सबसे पहले उठाता हूँ मैं. This will be the basic question which I can do. Alright guys, so we will be trying to solve math ka section in around 10 to 12 minutes. So I have 141, so the moment the clock hits 1:30, I'll be done. ठीक है, जितना भी बने, मुझे 10 से 11 मिनट से ज़्यादा देना नहीं है इसमें. Alright, ठीक है. Total income for 2020 was ₹67. Then what was the total amount of food and clothing together? Okay, 66,000 है total income. Total amount of money spent on food and clothing. So clothing पे 11% और food पे 20%, right? So this is 31%. Food and clothing, yeah, 31% of 66,000. चलेगा. So this makes 31, 66, 20,460. Simple plain mathematic. ठीक है, 31% into 66,000 कर दिया मैंने. अमाउंट स्पेंट ऑन रेंट इज व्हाट परसेंटेज ऑफ अमाउंट स्पेंट ऑन एजुकेशन. रेंट का पहले देखो अमाउंट कितना है. रेंट, हाउस रेंट इज 10% ऑफ 10. अब अच्छा ये यहाँ पे 66,000 नहीं है, वो बस फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन के लिए था. सो मान लो इफ आई अज्यूम द अमाउंट टू बी 100. ठीक है, 100 में अज्यूम कर सकता हूँ. तो इनकम ऑफ अमाउंट स्पेंट ऑन रेंट, अमाउंट स्पेंट ऑन रेंट इज 10%, राइट. सो मतलब 10 is what percentage of the amount spent on education. How much does he spend on education? Did he spend on education is 35%. ठीक है, 35. हाँ जी. What percentage of amount spent on education? तो क्या होना चाहिए guys? On rent is 10% and on education is 35%. ठीक है, तो उसको मैं डिवाइड कर देता हूँ, मेरा आ जाएगा 5, 35 education percentage 10 out of 35. This is 70. Yes, this is 28.57. समझ गए, right? Somewhere around 28 is what I'm assuming. 10 is what percentage of 35 is what the question is asking. ठीक है, so this is 28.57. Okay, under which head the second least percentage of income was spent? Clothing, rent, none of the above cannot be determined. Second least, ठीक है. Okay, तो 35% इसने इसमें इन्वेस्ट किया. 11, 10, 20. 11 प्लस 10 प्लस 20 कितना हो गया? 11, 21, 20, 40, 41. 41 और 35, 41 और 35 कितना हो गया? 76. 76 और 12 मतलब 88. और रिमेनिंग जो था इट वाज इंक्लूडेड इन सम सेविंग्स. ठीक है, तो मतलब 12% जो रिमेनिंग था वाज इंक्लूडेड इन सम सेविंग्स, ये लिखा हुआ है. तो हाँ, तो इसमें तो कैन नॉट बी डिटरमिन्ड हो जाएगा, क्योंकि सम सेविंग्स में क्या क्या आ रहा है ये मुझे कैसे पता, राइट. सो दिस विल बी कैन नॉट बी डिटरमिन्ड. Okay, in 2021 the income of Vibhuti Narayan increased by 20% and the allocation on clothing increased by 30%. Spending on clothing in 2020 was how much percent less than spending on clothing in 2021? ठीक है, क्या पूछ रहे हैं? Income of Vibhuti Narayan increased by 20% and the allocation on clothing income was increased by, अच्छा 2021 में, okay. And allocation on clothing was increased by 31% of its percentage value in 2020. Spending on clothing in 2020 was how much percent less than spending of clothing in 2021? Approximate value. थोड़ा ट्रिकी है, बट मैं देख सकता हूँ. उतना टाइम है मेरे पास? उतना टाइम नहीं है, कुछ और देख लूंगा मैं. From 2019 to 2020, the spending on fuel is percentage of income remains the same. Spending on fuel as a percentage of income remains the same. What is the percentage change in overall spending on fuel from 2019 to 2020? ठीक है, income कितना हो रहा है? 2020 was 33% less than what he received in 2019. Okay, 2020 was 33% less than what he received in 2019. Okay, ठीक है. और स्पेंडिंग ऑन फ्यूल रिमेन्स दी सेम. अच्छा, स्पेंडिंग दोनों में सेम है. ठीक है, तो जितना इनकम चेंज हुआ है उतना ही आई थिंक फ्यूल भी चेंज हो जाएगा, मतलब स्पेंडिंग ऑन फ्यूल भी चेंज हो जाएगा. सो इनकम इन 20 वाज 33% लेस. ठीक है, व्हाट इज परसेंट? हाँ ठीक है, सिंपल प्लेन क्वेश्चन. ठीक है, अब ये हो गया. अब आते हैं दूसरे में. A survey was conducted to find the demographics of a particular state. It was found that 25% of population was in the age group 0 to 14 years. Okay, ठीक है. कोई बात नहीं सर, तो आप मतलब ये आपको बस अब ऐसा दिखेगा कि ऐसा होता है, राइट. डोंट नो, ठीक It was found that 25% of population was in the age group 0 to 14 years. ठीक है, 25% 0 to 14 है. Guys, also make sure that you are writing things while, मतलब it's, yeah. So just to structure the questions are pretty easy. Just make sure that you write it down and write down the facts of the question. So 0 to 14 years, 25%. 15 to 25 is 20%. 26 to 35 is 17.5%. Okay, 16.2 was in the age of 36 to 50 years. Okay, 16 to third 12.5% was from 51 to 60. 12.5. Okay, okay. 613 from 61 to 75. Okay, and remaining was single bracket 76 years and onwards. Question क्या है? What is the number of people who are up to age of 50 years? 50 years तक कितना परसेंटेज बना मेरा? 25 plus 20 is 45 plus 17.5 is 62.5 plus 16.75. ठीक है? तो 62.25 है ना? 62.5 है. 62.5 plus 16.75 is what I am looking at. 79 point something होगा. 1/3 है ना, तो 66% हो गया, राइट. तो ये 161, ठीक है, 79.16 के आसपास आ गया. आउट ऑफ एवरी 72,000 पीपल, व्हाट इज द नंबर ऑफ पीपल हु आर अप टू द एज ऑफ 50 इयर्स. ठीक है, तो इसको मैं मल्टीप्लाई कर दे रहा हूँ 72,000 से. दैट विल बी माय आंसर. So this is close to 57,000. बढ़िया. If the population between the age group 51 to 60 years is 560 million, okay, 51 से क्या टाइम हुआ? 3 मिनट बचे. शिट यार. 51 to 60 years मतलब कि क्या है? 613%. हाँ, ठीक है. Approximately how many people are there in the age group of 15 to 35? 15 to 35 क्या है भाई? 15 to 35 मतलब 20 और 17.5. तो 20 और 17.5 हो गया 37.5. और ये कितना है? 51 to 60 is 6/1/3. ओके ओके ओके, ग्रेट ग्रेट ग्रेट. तो मैं इसमें गेस भी कर लूंगा तो चलेगा. देखो ऑप्शंस एकदम अलग अलग है ना. तो 6.1.5 मतलब 6.33 इज हाउ मच परसेंट ऑफ 37.5. इसको मैं कितने से इंटू करूं कि 37.5 आ जाएगा? 6 के अराउंड है ना. तो 560 इंटू अगर 6 करूंगा मैं, 560 is 637.5. 6 into 6 will be 36. ठीक है, 6 into 5. नहीं नहीं नहीं, 5160 is now how many people are there in the age group of 15 to 35? 15 to 35 is 37.5. 37.5. Okay. Okay. यार ये गलत क्यों आ रहा है? 15 is 560 million. How many people are there in the age of 15 to 35? 15 to 35. Guys, ये गलत लग रहा है मेरे को. Do you think what should be the answer here? I'm getting something in multiple of 6, around 6, जो कि ऑप्शन में ही नहीं है. 560 into somewhere around 6 होना चाहिए. The proportion was 20% and 17.5, right? So total population is 37.5, right? So in the age group of 36 और 51, अच्छा 12.5 है. राइट राइट राइट, मैंने 6.5 समझ लिया. राइट राइट राइट, ठीक है ठीक है. 12.5% जो है पॉपुलेशन वो 51 to 60 है. राइट. तो ये ट्रिपल होगा, ट्रिपल का मल्टीपल होगा क्योंकि 12.5 से 37.5 देखना है मेरे को. तो 3 के आसपास अगर जो भी होगा वो सही होगा. सो 560 into 3 करो, देखो कितना है? 1680. दिस विल बी द करेक्ट आंसर, है ना. Yeah. ठीक है. If there are 1260 people in age group 26 to 35, what is the difference between number of people and number of people in the age group 76? ठीक है. 1260 from 26 to 35 कितना है? 17.5 है. तो 17.5% is 1260. क्या पूछा? What is the difference between number of people in the age group 51 to 60 and number of people in the age group 76 and above? 51 and 60 कितना है? 51 and 60 is 12.5 and 76 and above कितना है? So this was 79.16. 79.16. Okay. One third. So this is one third. 84.5, right? 84.5. 79.16. 85.5. 85.5 और 12.5. तो ये हो गया तेरा 98 है ना. ओके. 12.5. 12.5 12.5 है ना भाई. हाँ ठीक है. 12.5 और ये 2%. 10%. 17.5% of x is 1260. X is 35. Okay. क्या है? 35 नहीं. 17.35 ही है. नहीं हो रहा. 18.5 को 126 है ना. 126 will be 63 और 35. ठीक है चलो. I'll pass. I'll scoot. इतना टाइम नहीं है मेरे पास. What is the ratio of the population in the age category 0 to 25 years and that in 36 to 75? 0 to 25 क्या है? 0 to 25. 0 to 25 हो गया मेरा 45%. ठीक है. और 36 to 75 कितना है? 36 to 75 is 16 2 and a half 12.5. This is 45. 16 2 and a half and 12.5 हो गया आपका 28.75, right? 28.75 और 6 1 and a half 28.75 29 और 6 35. ठीक है. 35. हाँ 35. तो 35 और 45 में कितना है? 45 45.5 35 और 45. हाँ तो ये 90:71 होगा गाइस जहाँ तक मुझे लग रहा है. हाँ. What age group accounts for majority of the population for the given state? Which age group? This has to be 25%. ठीक है. और तो कुछ नहीं दिख रहा है. 25% मतलब 0 to 14 years, right? A. ठीक है. बढ़िया. तो ये हो गया मेरा and I am already 3 minutes down. ठीक है. तो मैं मैथ जो है एकदम अब एंड में करने वाला हूँ क्योंकि इतना टाइम है नहीं मेरे पास. और I think I've not done that well as well in mathematics. Chalo, so the next section will be legal, right? Let's look at the section now. All right, let's look at the factual situation here. Okay. Right. All right. So, yeah, under no circumstances can a person be justified at intentionally causing, but if he causes the harm, blah blah blah. Where is the facts? Yeah, Sunny lives in a society named as Swarg. In grade 5, he pulls down a house of Swarg in order to prevent the conflagration from spreading. Can he claim protection under the above stated exception? What is the above stated exception? Okay. Imperial for the purpose. So necessity is basically what it is trying to say, right? What do you think should be the answer, guys? Has to be D. ठीक है, बिल्कुल सही है. Arun, who is bringing help in order to rescue people, comes with 50 firemen. Truck hit Rita, was hurriedly moving out of one of the buildings while saving people of building A of Swarg. Is this act covered under the above state protection? Necessity. Okay, the choice is between two accused, right? It is a question whether the harm is to be prevented or avoided was blah blah blah. Okay. How to could have been avoided using? Yes, it was done to prevent a greater harm and without any mala fide, no as the life of one person is precious. Both A and B होगा, ठीक है? During the rescue operation, forcibly takes control of fire truck and in the opposite end so that he could save his burning house. In the process, he saves a major part of his property from being damaged, but it leads to damage of a complete building. Will the principle stated in the passage above apply in this situation? So damage of a complete building. अच्छा बचाने गया पूरा complete building को, but हुआ कुछ नहीं. वो क्या क्या अच्छा एक पार्ट प्रॉपर्टी को सेव कर पाया, पूरा complete building is lost. हाँ. One thing should necessity का ये देखो prevent or avoid such a nature so imminent to justify excuse the risk of doing the act, ठीक है, chooses the lesser one, ठीक है. So here she has not chosen the lesser one. So what do you think should be the answer, guys? Here of course necessity is not justified. Basic parameter is not fulfilled, right? हाँ. Under no circumstances can a person, नहीं 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 there कहाँ है भाई, facts कहाँ है? अच्छा यही है, under no circumstances can a person justify, but if he causes harm blah 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 he will not be responsible. Facts कहाँ है? In order to stop Aman he was confined in a room by Bhide, secretary of Swarg. Can Aman sue Bhide for wrongful confinement? In order to stop Aman he was confined in a room by Bhide. Okay. As the conduct was grave danger and there was necessity to avoid, he was not allowed to restrain the movement of a person as liberty one cannot be taken away except according to procedure established by law. Wrongful confinement. As conduct of what do you think should be the answer? B मेरे को लग रहा है. Has no authority to restrain the movement of any person by locking him in a room. Movement of any person is something which is pretty yeah. So I think it should be B. हाँ जी मेरे को B ही लग रहा है, ठीक है. So we'll try and attempt it before 1 hour is left. मतलब 1 घंटे तक में मेरे को 3 सेक्शन और अटेम्प्ट करना है. So I am left with English and logical, right? So if I try and do it in say 20 minutes, I can still have time to come back to quantitative techniques. Okay. All right. Okay. Under no circumstances, blah 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 blah. Is the act of avoiding greater harm justified if the element of mens rea is present? Circumstances. I think it should be both A and C. Yeah. Is it just C or as commission of lesser harm must be bona fide with the intention to avert a greater danger? I think it should be D. I'll go with D. ठीक है. एक आध गलत भी हो गया. ठीक है अब देखते हैं. Noveda had a gadget which could help him to reach anywhere, and second it was gifted to him by Doraemon. He shows his gadget to all his friends. Sunyu and Gyan of Noveda gets jealous of him and plans to steal the gadget. Gets inside Noveda's house to take away the gadget. Gyan stands outside to guard and to warn Sunyu. Is Gyan liable for the offense of theft? क्या है भाई? ओके थेफ्ट हो गया, कॉमन इंटेंशन है, सेक्शन 34, ठीक है. Okay, and is of joint liability, the sense of liability so found in existence of common intention, simultaneous consensus of minds of the person participating in criminal action, blah blah blah. Dominant feature of section 34 is the element of intention and blah blah blah. Culpability under section 10 cannot be excluded in mere distance. ठीक है, ये सब पता ही है. Trees common intention means a pre-oriented plan acting in pursuance of the plan must exist prior to commission of the act and point of time. The common intention to give effect to a particular act may even develop at the spur of moment between a number of persons with reference to the facts of a given case. Common intention does not mean similar intention of several persons to constitute common intention. It is necessary that intention of each one taken. हाँ तो ये shows ठीक है, get jealous of and plans to steal the gadget, but someone gets inside house outside the garden वहाँ ठीक है facilitated ठीक है तो ये D होगा no doubts है. हाँ ठीक है guys, जल्दी जल्दी करते हैं. When Gyan was standing outside, he saw that Dekashugi, another friend of Novida, was coming to Novida's house. Why are the names so complicated? Yeah, in order to ensure theft of gadget by S, he restrains Dekashugi from going inside and also hurts him. When resisted, can D make S liable for grievous hurt? Okay, he restrains from going inside and also hurts him. Okay, ठीक है. Can Dekasugi make Sunyo responsible? हाँ जी, pre-oriented plan, ठीक है. Similar intentions are to constitute. It is the intention of each one of them. ठीक है. Intention तो पता ही है. Yes, guys. What do you think should be the answer? मोदी जी हाँ यार ये डोरेमोन पता नहीं थोड़ा जनरेशन गैप हो जाता है. आई थिंक आई हैव नेवर सीन डोरेमोन but I have younger sisters and brothers watching them. I think it should be Ladies 21. I think it should be B because it was in further ends. है ना? Yep. Suddenly, Novida's mom recognizes the presence of Sunyu in her house and objects to his act of stealing. Sunyu calls Gyan and both of them turn to her and attack her. Attacks with a heavy object kept nearby, after which she faints and Gyan shuts the door to keep any person from coming inside. Is Gyan liable for such an act along with Sunyu? Okay. Calls Gyan and both of them turn to her and attack her. Sunyu attacks with a heavy object kept nearby, after which she faints and Gyan shuts the door to keep any person coming on. Is Gyan liable for such an act? Even develop in the course of occurrence. हाँ both B and C होना चाहिए है ना? It should be D, guys. Both the options are making sense here. Arden says he likes Doraemon. I'm glad, Arden. Okay. N. नोविदा. अच्छा नोविदा वो ये जो मोटा सा लड़का रहता है चश्मा पहना हुआ वही है नोविदा. आई थॉट वो डोरेमोन है. Some Chinese show, if I'm not mistaken. एक वो robot. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Let's get back. रोबोट जैसा कोई है उसमें कैरेक्टर छोटा सा ब्लू कलर का. हाँ हाँ राइट 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 गॉट इट समझ गया समझ गया. राइट सॉरी फॉर बीइंग एन अंकल हियर. या राइट चलो लेट्स गेट बैक. Novida fathers ran to save his wife and comes from the window of that room. Sunil and Gyan went towards him and Gyan was carrying a knife, gave him a stab wound on the stomach. Sunil did not know what that Gyan was carrying any knife. Is Sunil also liable for the act? His wife comes from the window. Sunil went towards him, was carrying a knife, gave him a stab wound on the stomach. Sunil did not know that Gyan was carrying a knife. Liable for the act. Consensus of mind. I think हाँ जी ये क्या होना चाहिए? Is it in furtherance of commission of theft? Do you think it is? This I think I'll skip. I don't have much time as well, yeah. In furtherance of Kwame was overseeing the action from a distance to binoculars so that he should give instruction to Gyan and Sunyo, his Sino how jointly liable for application. ठीक है ये तो सही है. Ram being entitled to an estate for the life of Dashrath agrees to sell it to Bharat. Dashrath was dead at time of both parties were ignorant of the other side the validity. क्या है ये? Contract. Okay. Just guys, just a second, guys. Huh? I'm asking the office boy to switch off the lights. It's just getting too much deflection. Just a second. Yes, I think this will be slightly better. Yeah. ठीक है. So this is a void agreement, right? Since both the parties were ignorant of death, an essential fact. Okay. Okay. Let's move ahead. Lakshman, brother of Bharat, represented himself as Bharat and thereby induced Ram to contract with him. Uh, yes, KP would stop it. Lakshman, brother of Bharat, represented himself as Bharat and thereby induced Ram to contract with him. Ram intended to contract only with Bharat and not with Lakshman, and Bharat knew this. Ram's offer was meant for Bharat, and Lakshman, posing as Bharat, accepted it. Decide whether the consent of Ram is valid or not. ठीक है. ठीक है. Misrepresentation है, right? हाँ, ठीक है. Simple है. It's not valid. So let's move ahead. Shatrughan, brother of Bharat, had taken over the business of Bharat. Vibhushan used to deal with Bharat, and not knowing of the change, sent him in order for certain goods. Order was received by Shatrughan, who sent the goods. Vibhishan came to know of the change only when he received an invoice, and by that time he had already consumed the goods. Vibhishan had a set off against Bharat and therefore refused to pay the price. Shatrughan sued him. What should be the answer? Yes, guys, what do you think should be the answer here? एसेंशियल होना चाहिए, है ना? So C consented not because he never consented to contract. C to D. Came to know this I had already consumed the goods. Solution had a set off against Bharat and therefore refused to pay the price. It was not sure. D. It should be D. Yep. A man called Jatayu entered Shatrughan's shop and asked him to pack 2 kilogram of rice and deliver the same at his house. Just a second, guys, right? Right, sir. A man called Jatayu entered Shatrughan's shop and asked him to pack 2 kilograms of oat and 4 kilo of rice and deliver the same at his house. Shatrughan packed the said items of high quality and sent the bill along with the items, while Jatayu is under the belief that he has purchased the said item of medium range. Is the contract valid? ठीक है. High quality and send the bill along with the items. Contract. अच्छा, क्वालिटी का डिफरेंस है, एसेंशियल है, कैरेक्टरिस्टिक है ना. सो दिस विल बी mistake of fact and it's void essential part of, so this will be D. Shatrughan received orders of 200 can of certain mixture containing 440%, blah blah blah, and had to send Kumbhakarnan, citizen of Sri Lanka. Shatrughan agreed to sell the same. Law of Sri Lanka banned the purchase and sale of mixture containing more than 30% sulfuric acid. What is the mistake of law and another the mistake of fact? And both the countries have agreed for the same thing in the same sense. Both in NC. क्या होगा? ये तो सिंपल है ना? This will be B. Zikumo hides all his earnings in a dhol. Jay, who works in Zikomo, comes to know about the place where that dhol has been secretly kept by Zikomo. Jay removes the dhol from that place as Jay committed an offense of theft. Okay. Comes to know about the place where the dhol has been secretly kept by Zikomo. Jay removes that dhol from that place as Jay committed the offense of theft. Okay. As Jay removed the dhol out of constructive possession, dishonest of taking it without his consent. Yes, guys. What do you think should be the answer here? Constructive possession क्या हो सकता है? Constructive possession मतलब of course he had an authority of where he had kept the ढोल, right? Not in the possession, मतलब ये जरूरी नहीं है कि tangible possession में रहे, right? Even constructive possession will work, right? So of course the answer will be C. And the definition of course आप जब पढ़ोगे तो इसमें dishonest intention of property of a movable property and it should be taken out of the possession of another, right? तो ये अगर हो जाए तो काफी है. Consent of course नहीं होना चाहिए and there should be some movement, so all of it has been done here. Finds that Jay has ran away. He sends his guards behind Jay, and Jay subsequently succumbed to his injury occurred in the fight against Zikomo guards. However, Zikomo could not find his dhol. Eventually, Pakya and his friend find Jay's dead body in dhol near a beach. While taking away that dhol by Pakya and his friends constitute the offense of theft. Possession of Jay as a dishonest intention to take away the dhol. यहाँ पे dishonest intention का तो है ही नहीं गेम, यहाँ पे possession है, ठीक है? So it was not in possession of anybody, in fact. So therefore, the answer will be B. Interesting question. Hanji. Pakya and his friends take that doll to the house of Pakya in order to find out mystery of the doll. Maru, one of the Pakya's friends, removes that doll from Pakya's house when nobody is here for the purpose of safekeeping. Finds Pakya's house not safe because of many visitors. Maru committed theft. Dishonest intention nahi hai. She has not committed theft. If Maru is a female, remove the doll without the consent. No, there is no dishonest intention. Okay. Samir, another friend in the group, visits Maru's place in the next morning and comes to know that Dole is at Maru's place. He removes the Dole without any consent in order to solve the mystery alone, takes the benefits, and thereafter put that Dole in the same place. Okay. Okay. He removes the Dole without any consent in order to solve the mystery alone, take the benefits, and thereafter put that Dole at the same place. तो डिसऑनेस्ट इंटेंशन तो था, ठीक है, मूवमेंट भी था, मूवेबल प्रॉपर्टी भी था, विदाउट द कंसेंट भी था, सारा सारा ही essentials are fulfilled here. So therefore The option C is correct here. Sameer takes the dole to a great musician in order to solve the mystery of mystery and yeah, in order to solve the mystery and Radhe, the assistant of the musician takes the dole for a performance at an event, believing that it belongs to his master. Has Radhe committed theft? Again, यहाँ पे dishonest intention नहीं है ना? So again, this the correct option here will be C. अच्छा सी और डी भी तो हो सकता है नहीं takes the role in order to solve the mystery takes the role for a performance at an event नहीं movement तो हुआ है to take this I think it should be C. D. As it is not theft if a person moves a property under a mistaken notion that he has the right to take the same. Hmm. So reaffirming the same thing. क्या लगता है? मोदी जी इंटरेस्टिंग कमेंट्स हाँ ठीक है चलो लेट्स मूव सी I'll take a guess I'm trusting my judgment here 4 मिनट बचे हैं मेरे पास आई थिंक कितने क्वेश्चंस बचे हैं 20 क्वेश्चंस बचे हैं लीगल के माय गॉड अना सोशल एनालिस्ट मेक्स अ स्टेटमेंट अगेंस्ट द करप्शन वी फील सेंटर्ड ऑन गवर्नमेंट डिड नथिंग फॉर टीजिंग एम्प्लॉयमेंट प्रिवेंटिंग नाउ offense of defamation ही होगा section 499 blah 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 पढ़ा हुआ है it is of offense and not to constitute offense it must be communicated ठीक है committed the offense of defamation general statement है भाई Arvind, an active participant, makes a statement is involved in money laundering case and he also produces a report of court in that regard. Has the intention no, the imputation is true in substance and if it is of public benefit. No, as the publication will render benefit to the public at large as we create awareness is true in substance and effect and is for the public benefit. Right. Again, ये डी लग रहा है मुझे भी ट्रू है सब्सटेंस एंड इफेक्ट इट्स फॉर पब्लिक बेनिफिट एंड इट वुड रेंडर बेनिफिट दोनों फिर घुमा करके दिस इज डी अगेन journalist publishes the statement given by Arvind and in addition to it he goes further and also publishes certain uncalled for statements against Mr. X. Can he claim the benefit of the exception that the imputation is true? Publishing are not true in substance no as he cannot be regarded as acting in both A and B होगा या बस B होगा guys हाँ जी हाँ जी बिल्कुल सही चलो लेट्स मूव response to Anna's strike, Mr. Sambit, the spokesperson for ruling party, gets the photograph of all the lead activists of strike published on social networking site with a caption depicting the persons in photograph as soldiers of a Gunda war. Okay. 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 Imputation has been made by visible representation. Imputation social networking amounts of communication to public at large is free to express his opinion on the social account. Right. ये क्या सारे में डी डी क्यों आ रहा है ये भी डी है इज इट हाँ मुझे भी डी लग रहा है पता नहीं क्या हो गया इनको डी 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 The events of the said strike were covered by all the newspaper. Valley Hindutva depicted the sequence of events. Was pulled out of a police and was using an urban who intends to contest election in future. So the newspaper editor for publication of state image. ये तो ठीक है ये सी होगा finally. Mr. Iyer and Jethalal are neighbors in society named as Gokul Dham Society. Iyer makes fun of Jethalal for being overweight. He asks Jethalal to go for morning walk with him. Jethalal does not wake up at weekends. नहीं यार not legally binding agreement. ठीक है. Wants to help with some weight loss. Visits a shop to buy yoga CD. Can practice yoga. Is too lazy to attend. She asks the shopkeeper to pack one of the CDs displayed. Price marked on it, but shopkeeper refuses to do so. Does the acceptance to purchase CD creates a promise? Okay. So the data can matter. Okay. She asks the shopkeeper to pack one of the CDs displayed with a price marked on it, but the shopkeeper refuses. हाँ तो ये तो हमने पढ़ा है basic contracts. Invitation to offer, right? ठीक है. Intention ठीक है. तो both है भी होगा. After returning from CD's shop, Daya decides to buy some ingredients to prepare low-calorie food for Jethalal. She calls Abdul Bhai, a shopkeeper in Gokuldham Society, and states that she wants to purchase urad dal, chana dal, onion, ginger, and additional herbs and spices. Will the acceptance of this offer by Abdul Bhai create a contractual relationship? क्या इसमें दिक्कत क्या है ना? What do you think should be the answer here? Guys, जल्दी जल्दी बताओ. इसमें प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं है. हैज टू बी बिटवीन ए बी एंड डी, राइट? डी मार्क कर देते हैं. ठीक है. ओके ओके ओके. अब क्या है? अग्रीमेंट, रेसिप्रोकल प्रॉमिस, ऑफरी, ऑफर. ठीक है. Madhvi, neighbor of Daya, who sells achar and papad, comes to Daya's house and offers to sell achar for free with the condition that minimum one can be purchased. Daya is fond of Madhvi, agrees to buy it, but only half kilogram is on Lugar. Minimum offer, create a binding no, is not absolute and unconditional. ठीक है. 30. Following the Daya result to purchase one kg from Madhvi and quoted price and signifies a assigned to said offer and communicate the same to Madhvi. Is Madhvi legally bound to sell achar to Daya? ये तो separate. हाँ, सेपरेट ऑफर चाहिए था उसके लिए. चलो चलेगा. अब क्या है? दीप्तांशु takes a job as salesman from an apparel store stall. The hotel has an inflow of rich and affluent people from town, and Dipanshu had bargained for himself an adequate compensation for 6 days. However, on the day of taking over the duties, Dipanshu contracted COVID-19, and for 6 days he only appeared for 1 day. ठीक है. तो due to contraction of virus, it will be impossible. ठीक है. Impossible can be taken for surgery that exists at the time of entering into contract. Both हैं NC, है ना? It will be impossible. ये तो सही है. As impossibility plea can be taken for situation that existed at the time of entering into contract. ये is it है क्या दिया हुआ है? यहाँ पे दिया हुआ होगा. Occurrence of which is है ना? नहीं तो ये सी नहीं होगा. राइट. ठीक है. ओके. ठीक है. Which of the following two would weaken the partial claim of frustration of contract? Okay. He was wearing mask. He was suffering from early symptoms. Recently lost his father. Early symptoms. He didn't contract to marry Babita. No, sorry. Was sorry. Though the country had recently declared homosexual, but did not allow marrying a person whom you do not love. The same as was prohibited. क्या law है? Sorted law. Will succeed. Babita yes, as Babita no has experience in the law and this content contract. Same was prohibited. ठीक है. तो इसमें दिक्कत क्या है? ठीक है. सी होगा. 56 minutes are left, guys. चलो देखते हैं. ओके. ठीक है, लास्ट 2 क्वेश्चंस, इसके बाद मैं नहीं कर रहा. Significantly shot up. Okay. Impossibility to perform. Okay. Therefore, the arrival of the ship was banned effective immediately. What will the does? Right. Okay. Chalo, I'm done. I'll move to English now. Guys, I have 54 minutes. I am supposed to do this passage of quantitative technique, and I'll try and take 20 minutes each, or maybe 25 and 20 minutes each for logical reasoning and English respectively. Right? Take it. हाँ जी, शुरू करते हैं. Okay, so let's quickly gauge through the passages. ये 6 तक है, 7 से 12 तक है, 13 से 16 तक, 17 से 23 से 23 से 30. ठीक है, चलो. So I'll go with the first passage itself. When you imagine the desert, you probably think of a very hot place covered with sand. Although this is a good description for many deserts, Earth's largest desert is actually a very cold place covered with ice. The desert must be specifically it must receive an average of fewer than 10 inches of and with water holds less moisture than warmer air in Antarctica is not cold. Yes, guys. And because cool blah blah blah, this is evident of low participation statistics. For example, the central part of Antarctica receives an average of fewer than 2 inches. Its coastline of Antarctica receives a little bit more, which means Antarctica gets total precipitation and it is considered as a desert. The precipitation falls in hot desert, it quickly evaporates back into the atmosphere. The air over Antarctica to cold to warm. Any snow that does not freeze into the ice sheet becomes caught up in showers. This one will not make it to the sun. Very rare. Deserts are very common in Antarctica. So, first paragraph. Accept a conclusion, introduce an argument, provide a brief history, deny common belief. Yeah? By desert, not necessarily are deserts. Earth's largest desert is actually a very cold desert. It's not necessarily a very hot place. Okay, so D will be the correct answer. Best title for this passage: Earth's many deserts. Earth's many Antarctica, coldest place on Earth. Desert of ice, unusual blizzards. Unusual blizzards again last में A और D तो नहीं हो सकता. Between B and C, Antarctica the coldest place of on Earth. But then it is not talking about desert, so I think this would be the correct option. Which is the best definition of precipitation used in paragraph 2? Precipitation, it must receive an average of 10 inches of rain. Moisture in the air that falls to the ground, any type of weather events that only happen in very cold areas, blizzard that occurs in areas with limited snowfall. Yes, guys, what do you think should be the answer? Simple. हाँ जी. ठीक है. Paragraph 2, the author writes, and because cold air holds less moisture than warm air, the air in Antarctica does not hold much moisture at all. Using the information, it can be understood. Paragraph 2 में warm air does not hold much moisture at all. Yes. In other words, more moisture than air in Antarctica. That's one of the problem. ठीक है. So, simple analogy. According to the final paragraph, any snow that falls over Antarctica, okay, thick ice sheets. It does not freeze into ice sheet, becomes caught up in strong winds that constantly blow around by the snow movements. Snowfall is very rare. Thank you. Yes. What do you think should be the answer, guys? Evaporates back into the atmosphere तो नहीं है अंटार्कटिका में कहीं दिया हुआ. 1 and 2 है. 1 is there. Arctic sheet ice sheet का part बन जाता है ना. This and blown around by strong winds is also given. ठीक है. But था तो ये 1 and 2 होना चाहिए है ना. Yeah. Based on the information found by can be understood blizzards in Antarctica are mainly the result of freezing cold temperatures, large amount of snowfall, low amount of precipitation, strong winds. Blizzard कैसे form होता है? Even though snowfall is very rare, the blizzards are actually very common in Antarctica. Snow-filled winds can make it look as if it is snowing. Yep. What do you think should be the answer? Clearly mentioned है यहाँ पे देखो. ठीक है. So it has to be B. ठीक है. So let's move ahead. तो एक passage मैंने कर लिया है. I have around 20-25 minutes. I want to cover at least 3 more passages. ठीक है. तो ये 12, 17, 23 is something which I don't want. 17. I'll go with 7. देखते हैं क्या है. ठीक है. पहले क्वेश्चन पढ़ते हैं. Primary purpose of this passage. Right. And affects millions of people around the world. Individuals can develop PTSD after experiencing अच्छा post-traumatic stress disorder. ठीक है. Involve flashbacks of traumatic event, nightmare, obsessive behavior, anger, insomnia, difficulty concentrating, and hypervigilance. Individuals who suffer from PTSD can experience significant difficulties in social relationships, have lower self-esteem, and have trouble maintaining employment. People with PTSD experience a higher risk of committing suicide, developing a drug addiction, suffering from alcoholism, or the PTSD can affect any individual. Military veterans are especially susceptible to debilitating affliction. Furthermore, within the population, more than twice as likely as men develop PTSD. Studies have also shown that former servicemen who develop PTSD experience more severe symptoms than their male counterparts. Recent changes made by US have improved treatment options for female veterans living with PTSD, but there is still more that needs to be done. Although studies investigating precisely why women are more likely than men to experience PTSD have not been yet completed, some experts have theorized that relation is a major factor. Unit question defined as mutual bonds of friendship and support among members of military unit is thought to be helpful reducing the incidence of developing PTSD. According to recent surveys compared with US Army increased unit cohesion and immersion, one of the most important factors determining soldier develop suicidal thoughts. Women are more likely than men to experience low unit of cohesion for a variety of reasons. One of the most 20% of all person. Agents again is another factor that can diminish unit cohesion for female soldiers because women are less likely than men to experience unit cohesion when serving in military and less likely to develop social support structure that will help prevent from developing PTSD, depression, other serious mental health problems. Manage your stigma among military personnel that asking for help from military issues makes one weak. A recent Department for Defense study revealed to 6 ठीक है ठीक है प्राइमरी पर्पस ऑफ द पैसेज तो मेरे को मिल गया है व्हाट डू यू थिंक इज द प्राइमरी पैसेज गाइस has to be can't be B and C between A and D what do you think should be explain why military veterans are more likely than civilians to develop PTSD is not the objective insufficient treatment is the objective all of the following are reasons why females develop PTSD more frequently than males except women experience lower unit cohesion can face negative stereotype more likely than men to suffer from depression and greater number of females. Yes. What do you think should be the answer, guys? Men to suffer from depression. So it is not one of the factors. It is one of the other factors apart from PTSD. Okay. So first, you will correct option. Can we less likely than क्या लग रहा है between A and C ये तो नहीं होगा C थर्ड तो नहीं होगा between A and C women may be less likely than men to admit the second because they don't want to conform to the stereotype that portray women as weak. Oh, okay. I think I'll go with C. Okay. So I have 40 more minutes left. ठीक है? हाँ जी. Instead of following best reflect the author's opinion about mental health care provided for female veterans. Yeah, what do you think should be the answer here? समझ में नहीं आ रहा है ये मुझे. So I have 39 more minutes, and I have the entire section of logical left, more than half of English left. So I'm targeting around 25 questions in English. So I've done 10 questions. I'm left with half. So I'll do 10 more questions and then I'll probably be through. ठीक है. जी. So if I'm going to food best strengthen on paragraph 5. Paragraph 5 कहाँ है? 1 2 3 4 5. अच्छा ये क्या paragraph है? कुछ भी. Okay. हाँ सही है. बढ़िया. ठीक है. My God, yeah, it's tiring. So let's move ahead. So this is probably the last passage which I'll be doing. कितने questions किए मैंने? 11 questions किए. एक डेढ़ passage और मैं शायद कर लूँगा. ठीक है. So English IB betrays its poor reputation as a nuisance by its unparalleled ability to provide shade. Mostly covering the exchange of cooling, it works as a natural insulator, blocking the sun and decreasing air condition costs. This means big saving for the returns and homeowners alike. It can happen quickly too under the proper conditions established. English IB can create a cover any area of roughly 5 million square feet per year. Roughly clips. Especially those here that have a very big example of my leaders and how often they can be shining for. Okay. For IB, ठीक है. Solution to hide the leaves such a present intelligent garden will quickly dismiss the therapy for what it is. Primary purpose of the passage is चलेगा. क्या लगता है डी होगा? 13D. Okay. The author making drawing this conclusion. ठीक है। Botany, gardening, that are from different types of plant. Botany or magazine article? Guys, what do you think? What would be? Passionate, persuasive. So I am through with 1.5 hours. I have 30 minutes left, and I'm supposed to do a lot. Yeah. Okay. 17, 18, 19, 20. क्या करूं? 53 क्या है? दूसरा है. Okay. 17, 23 तक. 3 ये मैं करता हूँ maybe. 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. हाँ, so I'll do this. ठीक है. बढ़िया. Most likely be found in. I'll do it for 5 minutes and then move to logical reasoning, and then probably we'll be done. Welcome to So D क्यों हो रहा है यार? Do you think it should be D? I think it should be D. हाँ गाइस, क्या लगता है? 25। Many companies opt to plant cheap, fast-growing non-native plants. Okay. Okay. Small question ज़्यादा है ना इसमें. 15, 16, 17, 18. So 3, 4 more questions I will learn. विजिलेंट. विजिलेंट ठीक है. Enforced or leak. Hey, guys. ठीक है. So I have 24 minutes left for logical reasoning and quantitative technique as well. तो मैं एक बार देख लेता हूँ quickly the questions, then probably I'll move. Okay. ठीक है. ठीक है. तो I'll start with the easiest question. Right. So some letters are seals. Some letters are seals. Some postcards are. Some letters are postcards. Sorry. Some letters are postcards. Some postcards are seals. Some postcards are seals. Some seals are gums. Some seals are gums. तो ऐसे 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 बन गया. ऑडी वाले शेप में स्ट्रक्चर बन गया. Some letters are seals. Some letters are seals नहीं हो सकता है. Some postcards are gums. Some postcards are gums भी नहीं हो सकता है. जरूरी नहीं. Some gums are seals. ये है जरूरी. Some gums are postcards. Some gums are postcards. ये भी जरूरी नहीं. तो only 3 होगा ऑप्शन. ठीक है. All jars are boxes. All jars are boxes. All boxes are cushions. ठीक है. तो सर्कल विद इन अ सर्कल विद इन अ सर्कल हो गया. सम कुशंस आर ट्रेज. और एक साथ में सम वाला सर्कल बन गया. सम कुशंस आर ट्रेज. ठीक है. अब कंक्लूजन देखते हैं. सम जार्स आर ट्रेज. सम जार्स आर ट्रेज जरूरी नहीं है. सम ट्रेज आर बॉक्सेस. सम ट्रेज आर बॉक्सेस जरूरी नहीं है. ऑल जार्स आर कुशंस. ऑल जार्स आर कुशंस डेफिनेटली होगा. सम ट्रेज आर कुशंस ये भी होगा. तो मतलब 3 and 4 आर करेक्ट. ओनली 3 and 4. ठीक है. चलो. Okay. Many breakfast cereals are fortified with vitamins. Some of these cereals provide 100% of recommended daily requirement of vitamin. Nevertheless, a well-balanced breakfast include a variety of foods. Strongly support natural combination with other people who regularly sometimes neglect to eat the food in which often naturally. Food often must be fortified with vitamins, supplements, I think A होगा. हाँ जी. So let's move ahead. Companies to division. भाई अभी मैथ तो नहीं कर रहा हूँ. ठीक है. Have no proper premises because your staff are kept pending. ठीक है. ठीक है. ठीक है. ठीक है. ये तो सही है. One is correct. Center. ये भी correct है. No proper premises are kept pending. Of an office have been increasing the efficiency of employees. ये कहाँ लिखा हुआ है? Proper premises. ठीक है. I think 1, 2 and 3 all will be correct, guys. हाँ जी. मुझे लग रहा है. चलो लास्ट मतलब कि मेरे पास अभी 17 मिनट और है. What do you guys think? What should be the answer here? ये बी तो नहीं होगा. सिंपल. चलो भाई अब थोड़ा एक आसान सा पैसेज आपको सी नहीं करना है. 6 1 करने क्या. One ठीक है. All I mentioned government initiative meet in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat in order to verify. हाँ जी, क्या लगता है? बीजेपी का ही आदमी लग रहा है। What do you guys think? Hmm. Guys, I have 15 more minutes. I probably will be attempting one passage and then probably will be shifting to math, which I think I can better. Right? What do you guys think? Which of the following, if implemented, would help India become a global manufacturing hub? Thank you. The government strongly continue national manufacturing that would be the government. Trying to revamp the manufacturing industry in opposition strongly continue. Pastries recipes. दिख क्यों नहीं रहा है यार कुछ मुझे ठीक है और पेस्ट्री रेसिपी में भी Yes guys, what do you think? Manufacturing with this first. हाँ जी, अब मेरे पास बचे हैं 10 मिनट. I will try and cover one quantitative question because I think I can do it. और इसमें accuracy ज़्यादा रहेगी मेरी. Logical का time बचा तो. What is the percentage increase in the company from 2020 to 2021? 2020 to 2021 percentage increase in profit, ठीक है? 20% प्रॉफिट है ना? हाँ ठीक है, प्रॉफिट प्रॉफिट इक्वल टू इनकम माइनस प्रॉफिट ना. प्रॉफिट में कैसे निकालूं भाई? प्रॉफिट परसेंट जितनी अगर 2018 कंपनी 2018 200 करोड़, ठीक है, ये बढ़ता गया है डिक्रीज टू 25%, ठीक है. 100 crores, 100 crores, okay, 25%. profit is income minus expenditure. ठीक है, income minus expenditure, income minus expenditure. और क्या बोल रहा है? और बोल रहा है income of the company 2000 crore from income minus expenditure. ठीक है, expenditure क्या हो गया? expenditure income minus expenditure, मतलब कि profit by expenditure into 100. हाँ ठीक है, हो गया गड़बड़, ये तो नहीं हो रहा है भाई मेरे से. What is the average annual percentage increase in profit percentage for company A for given years? Average annual percentage increase in profit, हाँ ये मैं बोलूँ. कंपनी ए क्या है? कंपनी ए ठीक है, 20%. एवरेज एनुअल परसेंटेज इंक्रीज तो गिवन है, तो 20% से कहाँ बढ़ा है? एंड डिप 44 minus 20, divided by 20. Annual percentage increase. By 24%. चलो ये तो सही होगा मेरा होपफुली. For which given is maximum profit. ये भी I think cannot determine होगा. हाँ ठीक है. Ratio of the expenditure of इनकम निकालना है ना. ठीक है, एक्सपेंडिचर ऑफ 2019 में कितना है? ए क्या है? ए कहाँ है भाई? 2019 increase to this was profit 55%. गलत डिसीजन ले लिया यार मैंने, गड़बड़ हो जाएगा इसमें भी. कोई नहीं. I just have 5 more minutes guys. Okay. Okay. ये नहीं हो रहा है मेरे से. So ठीक है, I think बाकी सारे तो मैंने सही करा है, which is not bad. चलो लॉजिकल रीजनिंग बचा है. ये आसान से कैसे? I have 4 more minutes. Logic. What do you think should be the answer here, guys? So last 5 questions मैं आपके suggestions पे जाऊंगा. Let's see how you guys score. What do you think should be the answer? Shubh says B. Aryan. You can distinguish artifacts with scientific value from those who have such no such value. The governmental regulation practicological, I think it should be. The author implies that all of the following statement about duplicate artifacts are to accept. Duplicate artifacts. Illegal excavation. क्या लगता है गाइस, क्या होना चाहिए आंसर? Give me some hint. I think just couple of minutes are left, so I'll just do some random guessing. D, yeah. Excavation in Cyprus. Besides which are the following points? Yes, guys, excavation in Cyprus. Okay, so I barely have a minute. I'll just go ahead and revise maybe GK. Okay. पता नहीं यार. Pollution and control board बनाना है. Production Act. Okay. All right, so this is done. Let me see how I've scored. Okay. So these are my scores. Okay, quantitative technique 9.75. So I think I have. Okay. Logical reasoning done amazingly well. Legal was good. I think that's my saving grace. Hmm. Legal aptitude total time taken 27. अच्छा. Okay, 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 okay. Hmm. मेरे साथ पता है मेरे साथ आई थिंक प्रॉब्लम हुआ है इसमें सी दी अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम विच आई हैव टेकन इज 1 hour 31 minutes. तो मतलब कि ये आपसे बात करने में ही मेरा निकल गया है टाइम. एनीवे सो ठीक है जो भी है. This is not bad actually guys, and see, my approach was more or less confined around GK and legal. This is where I have scored majority of my marks in. This is 50.55.75 where I have scored. Right? English and comprehension was fine, was 20. Logical reasoning is something which I couldn't do because of paucity of time. Quanti- Quantitative technique is also I'm happy with the kind of performance I've given. So I think I might have just let me see ऐसे detailed analysis. हाँ. इसको कैसे करते हैं पीछे जाते हैं शायद टेस्ट पे जाते हैं राइट. So quantitative techniques may also I might have sort of taken around 13 questions and I've scored decently well there as well. Right. So quantitative technique अगर मैं देखूं. Right. So I have left 4 questions, which means I have, yeah, so I've taken 11 questions and only one is incorrect. So quantitative techniques is pretty sorted. And I think I might have taken around 10 to 12 minutes, which is just the amount of time which you are looking at. Logical reasoning should have been better. Here also my accuracy was pretty good, but it's just that I was not able to get the time to complete. English, yeah. So the easy ones I did. I didn't attempt any difficult questions. I didn't even attempt one difficult questions. So the accuracy is 100%. Right. That's so I have, of course, for a lot of students out of 30, they might be able to score 24, 25, but that comes with a risk, right? I've scored just 20, but I am quite sorted. Like I am pretty sure that I'll be able to score that because all the questions were easy, is what I attempted. लीगल लीगल तो खैर ठीक है. लीगल इज समथिंग विच आई ऑलरेडी नो, जिसमें से भी मैंने 2-3 गलतियां करी हैं. जैसे 20 इज समथिंग विच आई डिड रॉन्ग. ओके, व्हाई वाज इट रॉन्ग? ओके, अच्छा हाँ, बोथ बी एंड सी. ओके, हाँ ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है. 28 इज अगेन रॉन्ग. लेट मी सी व्हाई इट इज रॉन्ग. आई मार्क्ड, अच्छा आई डिडंट मार्क. ओके, ओके, ये पूरा ही गलत है. एनीवे ठीक है. And then this is also incorrect. Okay, ठीक है. So okay, legal aptitude was also pretty sorted. Not that great, but it was okay. And then in general knowledge, because I am your I'm your GK faculty. Of course, GK was bound to be थोड़ा decent only. But acha, you guys are not able to see. I'm so sorry. Yeah, yeah. Just a second, huh? Just a second, guys. ये ना ये कभी कभी अटक जाता है. Just a second, guys. Huh? Yes. Are you able to see it now? Yeah, I think. Anyway, so I think there's some technical issue. Anyway, so this was more or less the attempt which I gave. Now I basically revolved around my strengths, which were GK and legal. So I started off with, of course, GK. GK may I could have taken thoda less time. It should ideally be somewhere around 15 to 17 minutes. लेकिन मैं बातों बातों में थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा बह गया and I ended up taking around 18-19 minutes, which shouldn't be the case ideally. You move to math because what it does is, although there are two things here to be noted, because math acts as a filler section as well. So at times when you want to do something between English and logical reasoning, you can actually fill it with math, because what it does is it refreshes your brain to put it back in reading these long passages which logical reasoning and English have, because both of them are pretty similar in nature. So either that or finishing a small section like math before, what it does is it gives you a lot of confidence. So initially in 30-35 minutes you have already solved around 50-55 questions. So that's another way of going about it. Either approaches can be worked upon, either approaches can be experimented. But that's the idea. Start with your strengths or start with GK and try and finish it as soon as possible. Move to your strength. It could be legal, it could be English, it could be logical. For me, it is legal. Therefore, after I finished GK and quant, I moved to legal. Then I moved to something which I'm not sure of. Now, English and logical, of course, the relativity of the questions means that the options are pretty close, and the probability of you getting an incorrect option is slightly higher. So amongst the sections, of course, I am very confident of legal. So therefore, I am attempting legal pehle. I'm slightly less confident in logical reasoning, and therefore I've kept it at the end. And that is how I have sort of spread my approach. So yeah, so this was it, guys. Do comment in the live chat window if you want more sessions like these. We'll be more than happy. This is something which we have been doing recently. We will try and arrange more sessions like these for you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you recommend it to your friends if you found this session useful. Yeah, so that will be it. I'm signing off. This is Aditya Shekhar, your lead mentor for GSL.